Welcome to Zen Fits. Zen in the Art of Movies is the name of it. I'm every morning now when I have this energy, I take a movie and I pull it apart like a cotton ball and reveal the wisdom in it that can transform your life. So we're looking at movies in a different way here. And I hope my videos help you understand our great movies, because I only work with Oscar movies. I don't work with B movies, streaming movies. The great movies, the myths, the mythic movies. Movies are myths now, and movies have the key to awakening and the cessation of our suffering if we just knew how to open the movie. And that's what I try to do here. So stay with me, tune in, and let's go. We're talking about Avatar, my favorite all-time movie. I've been writing a page on it, Avatar and the Voyage to Pandora, ever since I saw the damn movie. The energy comes out of it. The Avatar just opens up energy. So when I talk to you about Avatar, I'm riding on Avatar energy. Avatar energy. The freedom of it. So let's look at Avatar from yesterday's talks. We're looking at Avatar from the moment when Jake Sully was caught in the dilemma in the catch-22 between the human world and the Navi world, and he didn't know which one was the dream. And he leaped on the last shadow. He took a leap of faith, and he awakened as the Avatar. And then he took another leap of faith at the end of the movie and merged his physical body with the Navi body. And he woke up and he looked at you and he said, I see you. Leaving the end of the movie, who is Jake Sully, as a mystery. Who is Jake Sully in the end of the movie when he sits up awake and he looks at you and he says, I see you. I see you. This, for me, I study Buddhism, and I'm not a Buddhist or Zen Buddhist, but I've been on the spiritual path on this practice my whole life. So I see in Avatar the blueprint for the awakening of your true self. So Jake Sully awakens to his true self, but it's a movie. It's a fantasy, we say. Oh, it's a good movie, but it's not about me. It's about a movie, you see. There's where we fail. It's about you see, and that's where the movie ends, with Jake Sully looking at you. I see you. You are Jake Sully. You are Jake Sully, you see. This is about you. But we don't see it that way. It's a movie. It's over there. It's a movie, Took my mother when she was 100 years old to see Avatar in 3D. And after the movie, I said, well, Mom, what did you think of it? She says, oh, well, I liked it very much. But where did they get all those tall blue actors from? And then after I digested that, I don't know if I tried to explain CGI to her or not. Then she said, the first movie I remember was Harold Lloyd hanging from a clock. And now I think about that, my mother was very wise. The sky people, the humans, were hanging from clocks. The Navi people weren't hanging from clocks. They were free. So let's look at the moment, the instruction of Jake Sully, as you recall, when he went into Pandora as a Marine, and then he made a transition from being a Marine, a human, to being a Navi. And Nefriti, or whatever her name was his guru. She instructed him on how to leap into the leap of faith and trust your body. Remember, he had to leap off a cliff. He had to get on those flying dragons. He had to ride the horses, He had to do all these magical things, which were all leaps of faith. You see, he had to become one with Avatar. And the moment, really, when it was so wonderful, so the wonder of it just struck you with an astonishment, was the flying mountains. And when they had to go up the flying mountains to find their dragon and bond with their dragon. They had to bond with the dragon, you see. They had to bond with Pandora. And this was Jake Sully's instruction. You see, he had to bond with Pandora. Pandora was a living organism. That's what the scientists discovered. Pandora's alive. It's not a dead moon. It's alive. It's alive. And you had to bond with it. And you bound with it by leaps of faith. The leap of faith. Well, even in Indiana Jones, there was the leap of faith. He had to get to the Holy Grail, not for self, not for fame, not for money, which he thought in the beginning. But now he had to get to the Holy Grail out of compassion. He had to heal his father. Not healing himself, he had to heal his father with the Holy Grail. So he came to an abyss. There was no bridge. He just stepped out on faith alone. He didn't step out on God, didn't step out on luck, didn't step out on the plan. It was like Tom Cruise when the mission fails. He just winged it. And this is all about Indiana Jones and all the movies with heroes. They reach a point where the plan fails, and they have to wing it. They have to step out on faith alone. Not faith in something, not faith in the plan, not faith in the talking points, not faith in your political party or your God or your religion or even yourself. Just faith alone, you see. And that is the moment of bonding with Pandora in the movie and the moment of bonding with life itself. You can only bond with life itself when you surrender to life itself in an act of faith. Not faith in life, not faith in anything. Faith alone. And we don't comprehend that. We have to have faith in something. We have to believe in something. So we confuse faith with belief. Oh, I believe in God. I have faith in God means I believe in God. That's not faith alone. That's not the Avatar way. So the blueprint of Avatar for waking up is having the courage to step out in the moment on faith alone and do something you never did before. Do the unthinkable. Do the unbelievable. Do the, my God, did I do that? We all have these moments, but we don't fit it into a larger context. We think it was a fluke. But they're simple experiences in life, just like you go to a wedding reception. I used to be a wedding photographer. And after the wedding reception, the dance is going, and usually the women will jump in there and start dancing. They surrender to the music. Yeah. And the men are kind of like, and the women are going, come on in. No. They got to get drunk. The men got to get drunker. They got to drink more liquor before they can make the leap of the dance. But then they get liquored up and their ego relaxes and their fear relaxes. What will people think? And all of that relaxes, and suddenly, one after another, they leap in and they just start going like crazy. This surrender to the dance, you see. That's an act of faith. But it's a situational act because it's a dance floor, a situational surrender. But we're talking about the surrender to life itself, not to just a wedding rehearsal dance, or not to your art, or not to war, or not to sex, not to surrender anything selective, but surrendering to life itself. That's what Avatar is about. That's what Avatar is about, the surrender to life. And the irony is that when you are determined by your situation, when you are determined by your situation tells you what to do, then and only then are you totally free. That's why people climb a mountain without ropes. They have surrendered to the mountain. They become the mountain, and they do it over and over again because they feel free. They feel so totally free when they become one with the mountain. But see, this is where what we do is we become one with our whatever we're passionate about. You become one with a football game. And you're roaring with the crowd, I'm free. Or you become one with a Trump rally. We're free. Thanks for dropping in. I'm running out of time. We'll pick it up later.